Valentine's Day is coming up, so let's do a soft, romantic makeup look together. Okay, to prep the skin, I went in with my Kosas Plump and Juicy Spray and then my Ilia Base Face Milk. Now I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Primer. I'm using the primer because it'll go with my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin tint, and products from the same brand and the same line typically work really well together, and this follows that trend. The skincare and the base you have under your makeup will make or break your makeup, and so making sure it's incredibly hydrated, especially in the cold winter months, is of the utmost importance. You want to make sure to let your skin prep sit on there for a while before starting with your actual base. Blending with my Hourglass foundation brush. Charlotte Tilbury contour wand to sculpt the face. A little goes a long way, and I never want my makeup to sit too heavy or cakey or anything, and so just a tiny dot is plenty. Okay, going in with the Merit Cream Blush in the bright red shade, I'm gonna apply this to a brush first and then blend from there because I find this one can get a little out of control if you apply it directly to the skin. I always want my makeup to make my face look more snatched, and so for the blush, I'm gonna apply it to the higher points of my cheeks and kind of blend it out from there. Okay, going in with my Maybelline concealer, I find this is one of the most natural concealers. Also, if you feel like you over applied your blush in the step prior, no need to fear, because doing concealer after contour and blush will take away from it a little bit. When you're blending the concealer, I like to focus it right in this inner kind of triangle quadrant and then really just emphasize again, dragging it upwards, almost like if you had an eye in a wing in your eyeshadow look. It would go like that, and you want the concealer to trace that line all the way up. Now that our base is ready, before I go in with all the powder products, I'm going to use a coat of the Milani setting spray. Added a little concealer on my cheekbones just to really carve them out. Givenchy Prisme Libre powder to set. Using a triangle puff to apply, and then I'll let it sit for a minute or two, and then I'll dust it off with a big fluffy brush. I'm also going to apply some powder on my cheekbones where I put the concealer, just to really emphasize the definition. In the meantime, I'm going to use the Rose Ink Brow Gel. I like to just lightly go in and apply all over my brows, being careful not to get it outside of their shape. Okay, now let's dust the excess powder off. Alright, now let's top with powder products from the Hourglass Dragon palette. I'm going to start with the bronzing shade here and just take it on my forehead, kind of all over, and then obviously on my cheeks as well, making sure not to overdo it because we're going for a more natural look. All right, now that we got a little more sun back in our face, let's go in and mix the two blush shades in the middle there. Again, applying on mainly the upper part of my cheekbone, bringing it above our eyebrows, being careful because we did already do the eyebrow gel, not to mess with it at all. All right, let's top with our Charlotte Tilbury powder and just bring this all over the face. Again, being careful not to hit the eyebrows that we already did. Curling my eyelashes and then going in with my YSL waterproof mascara. All right, let's finish it off with lips quickly, going in with the Benetint to start. Then I'm gonna line with Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. I don't like to overline too much. I just like to trace my natural lip shape. Topping with Dior Lip Glow Balm in just the clear. Cleaning it up a little bit. All right, that's the final. Bye.